What's up, Focus Media crew? Welcome to another episode of the Focus Media Talk Show. And today we have some cool topics for all of you. David, what are we talking first?
We're going to go ahead and talk about the last couple of videos that we did, and then we're going to go ahead and follow up on that M50 that just came out a few days ago.
Yes. And so I'm going to leave a timestamp. If you guys don't care about anything else, you guys want to see our opinion or hear our opinion about the camera, we're going to leave a timestamp right here. Okay, so this week we posted a few videos. Unfortunately, we're demonetized.
We got demonetized. It hurts. It hurt. But you know that's not gonna stop us. It only fuels our passion to go ahead and just push through this.
Yeah, I mean, we're lucky. Vegas have really good like bridges. So we found this cool bridge with my family, so we're living under that bridge. So until we hit 1,000 subscribers, we can make money again. I think we're gonna be okay.
Yeah. I just called my mom. She made me a cake. So we should be good.
Yeah, we should be totally fine. But I want to get into the first video that I want to talk about is the demonetized video, because you did a great job in that video. I thought it was hilarious. But people thought it was real, man. I thought it was so funny.
Yeah. As with every video, I'm always like very nervous, that whether it's gonna come out good or not. So I sent it, and he took his sweet time watching it, and once he's like, oh man, I really liked it, and then I could like breathe. But every single time with any single video that I make, I'm always like nervous. I'm just like, am I pushing it, or is this the direction that we're going in? But no,
yeah, it's funny because like sometimes I get the text and I'm doing something or I'm driving, so like it's like is he mad? Is he crying right now? But yeah, I mean, and like just so I'm not living under a bridge with my family. I am a little bit upset because we did lose a little bit of money, but it's not the end of the world. It's just kind of more motivation to push forward. And I don't know, did you get a letter this time from YouTube?
No, cause
yeah, I got a letter. And it was much better than the letter, because the email that they sent us before, I hated that email.
Yeah.
And then this one, they were like, oh, it's not your fault. It's like they have a lot of like bots, and this is the only way we're gonna be able to monitor. So, I was like, okay, whatever. Hopefully we get to monetization. And the other thing I wanted to say is that I didn't feel as much as a difference with our views. I thought we were gonna get a huge drop of views, and it hasn't felt so far. Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys. It's actually you guys that that are our fans that watch this, and we really appreciate you guys. Feel free to like leave anything that you guys want to go ahead and like contribute to this, or if there's anything that you guys want us to talk about and address, we're definitely gonna go ahead and cover it on the show. Yeah,
for sure. All right, now let's talk about the news. First of all, I love the background. I'm not gonna say what the background is for. If someone in the comments tell us what the background is from, they'll get a prize. I don't know. They'll get something from us.
No, come on! Don't just say they'll get something. Let's actually deliver.
All right,
give them something.
All right, they'll get a T-shirt. That we're about to launch a T-shirt.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing some T-shirts. So, the first person that's able to go ahead and identify where our background is from, not this one, but for the news cycle, you guys can go ahead and get that shirt. So make sure to leave those comments down below.
It's not that hard too. It's like right there. You just gotta kind of like connect the dots. But it's an awesome background. But I just wanted to talk about the news in terms of. So the M50, we're gonna talk later on. The new DJI drone. Those rumors are getting bigger and bigger. Apparently, it's gonna be 1 inch.
The 1 inch sensor. The 1 inch sensor is gonna be a huge game changer.
Yeah, it's gonna be, because right now that's on the 4 Pro, and if they put that on the Mavic, very interesting to see how that's gonna be, because I was just flying the Mavic with Brendan. Man, that thing, it's amazing. I'm in love with that drone, and so I think if they can do the better image quality on that smaller drone, oh my gosh, yeah, like incredible. That's supposed to be out in May,
Towards the end of March.
towards the end of March. Okay, cool. And then what other thing? Oh, we addressed the GH5 hack.
Yeah. We're going to go ahead and do a follow-up on that video simply because there's a little bit of controversy that's coming around on who came up with it.
Yeah, yeah. And I actually had a chance to have a little chat with Yoda Yale.
Uh-huh.
And pretty cool guy, pretty smart guy too. Like, I saw the explanation video too. I was like, man, like,
yeah,
it's crazy. And I think he's getting like a camera from Canon, from Panasonic. It's like hooking him up, and we might see a firmware update because of all these findings. But everyone that's been doing the video, that like it's become almost like the challenge, like the GH5 challenge, and everyone that's been doing a test, it's like mind-blowing updates.
Yeah. The one little change from some, a small YouTuber like us. The guy had like around 600 subscribers when he came up with that hack. And now he's doubled that.
Mm-hmm.
So he was able to make his monetization, not us.
So this little Yoda is an owner of that autofocus GH5 hack.
Yes. Thank you, Master Yoda.
So what else did we talk in the news video? Am I missing something?
The Canon, the GH5, the DJI, and the hack. Nope. Good.
That's it. All right. So now we're gonna move on to the GH85 balancing video. There's not much to talk about it. I had a lot of problems balancing the camera, especially with smaller lenses, and I keep getting asked. I can. How many people they have the same problem? They cannot balance the camera, and by using a quick release plate, I was able to fix that problem. So I'm happy for that. I'm happy because the camera works great on the gimbal, and now people are finding it out. It's just like, oh, great, thank you. So cool, and thank you for the comments. Very nice.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Did the balance plate come to you in a dream, or did a friend tell you?
So first it was a dream.
Okay.
And then a friend told me.
Okay.
So right. I depending on what day you ask me, I give you a different.
Okay. All right.
But it was 100% my idea, and if you put down in the comments that someone else had this idea first, your comment might be deleted.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that I didn't do it, because it was 100% my idea.
Yeah, because that's how you resolve issues. You ignore them.
Exactly. That's exactly. Every time my wife gets mad at me, I just kind of like, who are you? So.
And I have no comment on that perspective.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Like, we're gonna come up with a great video, and I hope we steer some putts around, because I feel like there's the right and the wrong way of doing things. I saw very big YouTubers. I don't know if you know who Kai is. There's this like kid from England, and he's like a huge camera reviewer. He did the hack, and he gave credit.
Credit to where credit is due.
Yeah. So I think it's only fair, and even Yoda, he said it on his video. I agree with him. You know what? If you're a small YouTuber, if you find something, especially us, let's say we come up with something like a hack, and we came up with it, like, we want the credit, because it's gonna help our channel.
Yeah, even if we don't have like 100% of the explanation of what we discovered, put it to a test. Whatever we find out, and then if you're able to explain whatever we found, more power to you. Congratulations, but just at least give us credit for what we contributed.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. This is a community. This is a community, and we need to kind of understand that everyone's helping each other grow in this whole YouTube thing. This is not a competition. It's not about who came first or who. because he had the whole explanation, dude. Yoda, he had the whole like I was like, my gosh, how can you be so smart? Like he kind of like broke it down, and then this other dude kind of just kind of like
He just picked here and there what he was gonna do, and basically just did the same thing all over again, but a few days later.
Yeah. All right. So with that being said, unless you have something else to add.
I don't know. I feel like this whole conversation on that camera is gonna like hamper into the news section.
Yes.
So
let's talk about the brand new Canon EOS M50 mirrorless camera that has been announced by Canon. What was it, like last night? A few YouTubers were able to test it, and there's some great things I have to say about this camera, and there's so not great things I have to say about it. So let's start with the specs. Is that good?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the camera has a 24 megapixel with the dual pixel autofocus. Hold on, I'm getting a call from Dallas, Texas. So it has a dual pixel 24 megapixel sensor. It also has now this is interesting, dude, because right now it has, so it doesn't have IBIS. It's not like the sensor is bouncing around the camera like the Panasonics or the Sonys, but it has a dual sensing IS. So I guess it has a chip that it helps the camera stabilize, and it works with the lens. So it's not IBIS, but it's kind of like IBIS. Is it worse? Is it better? I don't know, but it's not IBIS. So just keep that in mind. It shoots in 1080, 60 frames per second. Nothing new there. 120 frames per second at 20p. And 4K at 24, sorry. I'm sorry, I just got so emotional that ad. But it shoots 4K at 24. So those are like the main and it runs around $900 with the kit lens and $800 with just body only. So what stands out to you from this camera so far?
One of the biggest things that stands out for me is that it seems more portable than some of their other options, and the weight is greatly reduced as opposed to what else is out there in the market. Do I see this as a camera for us to use? Maybe not. Vloggers, if you guys have camera set up that's a little bit heavier, then maybe this is a good option for you with the flip out screen and everything else that comes in with those type of Canon cameras.
I thought it was funny, man, because everyone is like, it has 4K. It's just imagine if your kid is like, my kid can finally read, and you're so proud, and I'm like, yeah, but he's like 13 years old. It's like, great, he has 4K, but that's all news. I mean, I hope we don't get a lot of hate on this video, because last time I criticized a Canon camera, people really got upset at me.
No, hang on. Our criticism is a little bit justified, because that 4K video, means that you're giving up on the dual pixel autofocus. The dual pixel autofocus, which is like one of the biggest selling points for Canon, it doesn't work with the 4K. It does not. So it's just like, come on, really?
Yeah. It's like you're getting 4K, and then you get a huge crop.
Yeah.
1.6, I think, is, it's a crop sensor, and then you crop it even more. So it almost turns out to be like a Micro Four Thirds camera. So yeah, that's kind of like, and I'm okay with the crop, but like the dual pixel, I'm like, why?
Yeah. We would expect, like crop is gonna come regardless, because we're just not there yet with Canon, but the dual pixel autofocus it just gets me right in the feels.
Yeah, it does. It does because and then the fact that this is like a vlogging camera, I mean, it's nothing exciting to me. I mean, if you're vlogging in 4K, you don't have a flip screen on the Sonys, so I understand that, but then you don't have the dual pixel autofocus, and so you might as well just get a Panasonic because it's gonna have the contrast autofocus. And I saw some tests with the autofocus with the 4K. It's not really good. I just don't understand. You guys have the best autofocus, and you're not putting it on 4K. I just, maybe there's like a huge limitation on the set on the chip, but I don't know. It drives me crazy.
Maybe this is something Yoda Yale might be able to help us out with.
Yeah, dude, help us out, man, because I don't understand. And then I was gonna say something else about the camera that it's just to be on the positive side. Okay, I feel like Canon finally is adding 4K on a $900 camera. So this camera, it's nothing, especially for the price point. You know, they're not trying to compete with the GH5. They're not trying to compete with the Sony A7S. They're just kind of like a lower beginner camera, you know, with really good quality. So, but if they're putting 4K on this camera, I'm thinking that maybe the 90D is gonna have 4K with dual pixel, and it's gonna have 4K with no crop, because that's gonna be around $1,600.
Yeah. That's the thing with Canon, is that they go ahead and start putting it here and there, just and improving upon that, with their other camera lines. So we're kind of looking into that 90D, being able to deliver on all those features.
Yeah, because I feel like at a $1,900 price range, the camera is not too bad. Okay, I'm not gonna fault the camera as much, but maybe once they come up with another mirrorless or the 90D at a $2,000 price range, now that they're open the floodgates of 4K, now we're gonna see some serious 4K. And at $2,000, I feel like that's well priced. And even if it's $2,500, I feel like that's gonna be well priced for something with 4K 60 lock profiles. I mean, maybe they're opening the gates little by little. But I will say this: don't be a test dummy. Don't buy this camera. Just wait. I wouldn't buy it.
I would buy it, but not for the 4K. If you're gonna be buying this camera, don't expect to be shooting much in 4K. Do it for everything else. It's lightweight, it's small, it's compact, and it shoots great 1080.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say it again. I said it in the other video that got out of hate. Canon. I like the quality of Canon cameras. I still own a Canon, and it's a great. They have great cameras. They have great systems. It's just people want 4K, especially if you're in a more professional system. You wanna have the crop. You wanna have the ability to edit that 4K into 1080. So maybe it's gonna help a little bit with this camera, but I don't know. It's just what to me it is, man. I want to see something new. I want to see Canon with something innovative, and they fail me every time. I don't see it. It's just
the only thing that I'm thinking of is maybe the SL3. When that comes out in a few years, maybe that'll be the nice 4K affordable.
Yeah. Because honestly, for that price range, I'll buy the SL2 in one lens.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't buy it for the 4K. If you need a 4K camera, go to a Panasonic, go to a Sony, because they got it down. They got it down. I mean, the camera that I shoot right now, the G85, that's a 4K camera. It has a small crop in 4K, and but then you get so much more with the camera for production than the M50. I feel like this is more for little vloggers and people hey, I'm having fun with my camera. It's so tiny. So that's why I'm not excited. Maybe some people are.
Yeah, and that's the way all vloggers sound like, just like that.
Exactly, all of them, including me. But yeah, I don't know. Question for you guys: what do you think about the M50? Do you guys think the Canon pretty much ruined themselves by not releasing a camera with dual pixel and 4K, or you guys think it's fine for the price?
Yeah, and anything else that you guys feel like letting us know, go ahead and leave it down in the comments below.
All right, guys. So that was my dog, and that's it. I'm going to say goodbye. Anything else you want to say right now, David?
No, that's pretty much it. This is going to be our new setup. Hopefully it works out pretty good.
Yeah, we're trying new audio. And like I said, the fight for 1,000 subscribers is not over. We ever since we started begging for subscribers, it's been working, so we're gonna keep doing it. Thank you guys, and hopefully you guys don't get mad because I didn't like the Canon camera like last time. Goodbye.
You're gonna be crucified.
I'm gonna leave some of the comments that I got, dude. I was like, relax, people. No, we all don't have to agree.
Yeah, that's what makes us great, is that we don't have to agree on everything.
Or maybe we do. Maybe we need to force each other to agree. You know what I mean? Maybe I need to force you to agree with me.
Yeah.
I think that's how life works.
We'll try with another video.
Alright, that's it.
All right. Yeah, that's it.